Dear DSA students, we are so excited to be on this journey with you, and we want to say a big well done for your commitment and enthusiasm so far. Whether you have just joined or you have been learning with us over the past few weeks, we see your progress and we are rooting for you all the way. Now, we know there's been a bit of silence around the learning management system, and we sincerely apologize for that. But here's the good news. We have an update as regards the learning management system, and it is one you'll love. Some of you may have been onboarded on the previous LMS, but want to ask that you kindly disregard any previous link, platform, or communication concerning that old system. We are officially switching to a new platform that you may be familiar with, Canvas by Instructure. For those new to Canvas, don't worry. A video tutorial will be uploaded to guide you step by step on how to use the platform effectively on our YouTube channel. You will also receive an onboarding email directly from Canvas by Instructure to help you get started. Please follow the instructions in the email and input your details to begin your learning journey on the platform. We are committed to making sure your learning experience is smooth, interactive, and impactful. So please, pay close attention to the announcements coming right after this video for more details. We are so glad to have you with us. Keep going, you've got this.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to today's class. Welcome to the class today. I hope you can all hear me. Yeah. I hope you can all hear me. Okay. Let me also confirm. Okay. Lawal Latunji is saying he's joining for the first time. Welcome to the class. Welcome to the graphic design class. Yes, the best class in digital Skillup Africa, and you can check up all the videos. Yes, you can check up other videos because we have gone a long way. So you can check up other videos to just keep up with what we are doing in the class. Yes, because you've missed a lot, but you can catch up. Yeah. Good evening. So, how was our day? Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on the country or the side you are or the time you're watching this. How has been our day? Yes, how's our day been? Some people might still be in traffic. Some people might just be returning back from work. So, how has been our day? Hope it was not stressful. Yeah. How's our day been? Hope it has been. Yeah. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Okay. So I hope some of us did our assignment that we were given to yesterday by our teacher, Mr. Manuel. How was it? Hope you guys practiced. Hope you practiced using any of the software you are using at the moment. Hope you took up something to do on your design software. How has it been? How has the design journey been? Let me hear you. Let me hear you out. How has the design journey been? Oh, so Judith, yeah, Judith. My day has been fine. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, and Judith said it's getting easier. Yes, it's getting easier the more you start, the more you continue, the more you put practice, the more you practice, the more easier it gets. Yeah. Okay. So I hope some of us have submitted our assignment that we were given to yesterday. Yeah, actually, um, we had some information that not everybody has been onboarded into the learning platform. Yes, not every one of us have been embedded into the learning platform. So that's why the assignment, there was no space to submit the assignments on the learning platform yet. That's why um, we resorted to you sending it the way you have been sending it before. So how many of you tried yesterday's assignment? Let me see your comments. If you tried yesterday's assignment, let me see your comments. How was it working on the assignment you were given yesterday? The healing brush, yes. Using the brush tool and also all of that. I think I saw some people doing some magic. Yes, let me call it magic. Yes, let me call it because something. Yes, I tried it. Yeah, so I've done it. I tried it. I did. Tried it. It was much easier. It was much easier. Okay, so, Judith is saying it's more easier than other assignments. Okay, yes, that's good. Yeah. So I think let me just yes, it's just like magic. Maybe the spot on people's face, you just take it out without any issues, and you'll be like, yes, I did it. Let me see. Okay. So didn't get it at first, but I rewatched the class and I got it. Okay. Yeah, sorry if I murdered your name, but Ebozelulu. Yeah, just watch it and keep watching it. Like that, you will get it. It's not. So that's why I say sometimes graphic design is easy. So yeah, I think some of you will agree with me now that graphics design is very easy. Yeah, graphics design is one easy class that you will love to. Oof. Ah, I'm seeing a lot of things on. I'm seeing a lot of things, and yes, go through the class. We'll attempt to thereafter. So let me just go. I think we try to wait for one or two people to join in. Yeah, I think we have enough people in class now. Wow, we can just move into the activity of the day. We move into the activity of the day. So let me first review some of the assignments. Yeah, some of the assignments you guys did. So we just carry on and move on. Mr. Manuel is somewhere around the corner, so he's somewhere around the corner. Don't worry, Mr. Manuel is around. Bola Philip is saying it's not easy, oh, but it's interesting. Okay. Uh, I won't completely agree with you. I will say it's easy. But actually, it's interesting. That I can say. That I can say. So let me just try to share my screen so that we can yeah. Yeah, let me try to so let me reload. uh Let me try to reload this page so that any video that I've dropped. Yes. So Bukio Shaw used, I don't know if that is a picture or they just used a picture, and this is the before and this is the after. Well done. Well done. Well done. You can see a lot of changes in it. So let me see another person. You guys are seeing the magic, yes. This is 4 weeks, yes. And learning the sports brush too. Yeah, this is the before and this is the after. So you see that, yes, it works like magic here. See, before and after. You remove his pimples, his acne on his face. Well done. I don't think I'll go to all these ones. These ones I won't go to it because Mr. Money touched it yesterday. Yeah. And changing of background. Mr. Money have gone through all those ones yesterday. So yes, it's a blessing. Well done. That's a very nice one. Yes, very nice one there. So Fality Daniel. Well done. Well done, Elizabeth. You guys are doing a lot. Yes, you guys are doing a lot, and yes, so we can see that it's not um Akinshekzi. Okay, Akinshekzi. It can still be better. Yes, it can still be better, but it's a nice try. Yeah. Uh, okay. Anna Graphics. I think I got that right. Well done. Wow. We're having a lot of editors in here now. Ooh. Olusegun Olufemi. Yeah, nice one. It looks so. It if I say it looks a bit too smooth, and it's getting to the point that it's not looking natural again. So let's be careful. Let's be careful in that aspect. Don't make it look don't make it look like it's not natural. That's Olusegun Olufemi, yes. Don't make it look like it's not natural again. The natural texture still has to be there. The natural texture still has to be there. So I think yes. So the first one he had to wipe Fifi love. Okay. So the first one you had to wipe the tears of the man away. All right. And this one you had to remove the spots on his face. Nice, 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 nice. Great one. Well done to everyone that tried. Well done to everyone that tried. Emmanuel, well done. That's that's a lot of work. But you guys are doing fantastic work. Yeah. So let's go back. So well done to everyone that tried using um tried doing the assignment yesterday. Yeah, is a very good one from you all. Well, before I start, yes, before we start today's class, um, before we start today's class, I would just want to give you a hint that between next week and upper week, you guys are going to have a quiz. Yes, a quiz on what you have learned from first class up till now. Yes, you're going to have a quiz on what you've learned from first class up till now. And oh, okay. I'm seeing people shouting, don't worry. Put your mind at rest. It won't be something so hectic or something so tedious. Yes, a quiz, a quiz, a quiz. And it will be a timed quiz. Yes, it will be a timed quiz where I don't know right now, I don't know how many questions will be there, and I don't know how many minutes will be given to you because each and every one of you will have to go onto the platform and have your quiz. So get ready. Yes, get yourself prepared. All what you have been taught from day one of this class, from what is graphic design. Yes, from what is I can. So I'm trying to tell you that all what you've learned from beginning, from what is graphic design. Let's just we can just say that what is graphic design can be the number one question. So go, and if you've not watched the videos of past classes, go, and I know some of you guys will, yeah, you will do well. You will do well in the quiz. But get ready. Let me a minute, please. Let me see. it will likely be it's probably going to be towards the ending of this month. Yes, it's probably so it will probably be towards the end of this month. You will all have you will do the quiz. So it will be based on one person. You will log in into your learning platform. And the quiz will be timed. So that's why it will be timed, and there will be a duration for when you can have the quiz. There will be a duration of where you can have the quiz. Like maybe we just give you one week, a space of 1 week to have the quiz, and it will be closed. So that's why I'm trying to prepare your mind that let's just prepare towards the end of this month to what sort size is it, OBJ theory, practical, or what? So okay, let's let's start with OBJ. I will have to talk to Mr. Manuel on it, but it will likely be OBJ. Yeah, it will likely be OBJ. But don't worry, it's something that because I work from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. So the quiz will be in a sort that it will be on the learning platform, and when you are available to have when you are prepared, yes, when you are prepared to have your quiz, you might say you want to take it 2 a.m. in the midnight. Anytime that is fine by you, you log in into your learning platform and have your quiz. Yes, not that all of you have to be having it at the same time. Yes, all of you won't have it at the same time. It will just be um when you are available. So we can tell you that okay, maybe the quiz is open from maybe from now till next week. I'm giving an example now. If we say the quiz is open from now to next week, so between that day and the next week, um anytime you can take the quiz any time of the day, even if it's in the morning, even if it's in the afternoon, if it's in the night. Yes. So someone has gone to look for the definition of what is graphic design. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So someone is asking if how they can get access to the classes. It's on YouTube, Incubator NG. Yes. Your class is on YouTube, Incubator NG. So you can go there and just look at it and have a look at anything you've missed. But don't worry, put your mind at rest. It will be very will I say Mr. Manu will be very lenient with you. He won't he won't take away most of your marks. Don't worry. Don't worry, he won't take most of your marks if you answer the right questions, answer the questions correctly, and you can some of you might get all the marks. Yeah. But get prepared. The quiz is coming by the end of this month, towards the end of this month, and it's part of the marks towards your final grade. Yes, it's part of the marks towards your final grade. So get prepared, get set, and don't worry. So as some people will say, you will be fine. Yeah. So I'm trying to get something ready. Yeah. So today, in today's class, I in today's class we won't be doing much. Yes, we won't be doing much. Yes, I promise you, we won't be doing much, but we might be doing some things that you might like, and also I would have to say a minute, please. We'll have to do some things from what Mr. Manuel has taught us, from what I've taught us, bringing some of the knowledge together. Yes, because Mr. Manuel has taught us quite a lot of things. Yes, editing of pictures, um, using Elaine brush tool. I've also taught you typography. He has taught you colors, just like that, just like that. But today, me, I want to just, I would love to take you into Photoshop itself. Yes. Yeah. I hope, I hope you guys are following. Let me just see on in the comment section. I hope I'm not talking alone to myself. Yes. So if you guys are hearing me, just drop a comment. You can hear me. Yeah. Drop a comment if you can hear me, so that I will know I'm not talking to myself alone. Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Yeah. So I just want to teach us, or I'm not teaching you now. We want to do something together. Yeah. Let me just put it that way. We want to do something together on Photoshop today. Yeah. We want to design a social media post. Yes. We want to design a social media post from all what we have learned, from all what we've taught, from all what they've taught us in class. So we want to design a social media post, um, and uh, um, I want to ask a question. Yeah, let me ask a question first. If we want to design a social media post, what is the size we will be using? Yes, what size we will be using? We started asking questions that might come up in our quiz. So what size are we going to be using if we are designing a social media post? What size are we expected to use if you are designing a social media post? Someone is saying 1080 by 1200 pixels. No. Okay, 1080 by 1080 bandwidth. Yes. Yes. So Anoluwapo Instagram 1080 by 1080. Yeah. So Akinola 1080 by, oh my god. Okay. Oh no, okay, Akinola 1080 by 1080, correct. So Fumilayo says 1080 by 1350. I won't say you are wrong, because if you put it on Instagram, it will still accommodate it. But to be on a safe side, yes, to be on a safe side, um, just make it square. Yeah, to be on a safe side, make it squared. Yeah, 1080 by 1080. Yeah. Okay. If okay, let me now twist the question. Thank you. Thank you for the answers. Thank you so much for the answers. Thank you so much for the answers. If I want to design something for a if I want to design something for a screen, yes, a screen, like a screen, in what I mean is like maybe for TV or for YouTube landscape size. If I want to design, not for social media now, if I want to design. So someone is asking what's the correct answer. Yeah, 1080 by 1080 is more preferable to use for your social media flyer, so that because um it's more, why I say it's more preferable is because it's my cut. Yeah. There was a time that Instagram, you can only put something that is squared inside, yes. But now they can accommodate 1080 by 1000 to a portrait size, yes, a portrait size. But to be on a safer side, yeah, you can put 1080 by 12 and it will go in perfectly well. Yes, it will go in perfectly well. But to be on a safer side, that's why I usually advise. It's advised, not that it can't go on social media posts, but it's always advised to use a square um, size, which should likely be 1080 by 1080, so that you know that yes, it won't cut. Hope, hope I'm understood. Yeah. So yeah, the second question I wanted to ask was, if I want to design a thumbnail, yes, a thumbnail, a YouTube thumbnail. YouTube thumbnail is like the cover picture, cover design that is always in front of a YouTube. Yes, cover design in front of a YouTube. Here, if I want to design something like that, what size am I to use? What size, as a designer, what size do you think is preferable for me to use? For screen 12 by 1080, no. No, no, no. A YouTube thumbnail, yes. Yes, Abimbola Salami, you're right. Olufemi Manuel. Yeah. So a YouTube thumbnail 9020 by 1080 pixels. Yes. 9020 by 1080 pixels. That's the ideal size for ideal size for a YouTube thumbnail. So when you're you're asked to design a thumbnail, you should know that that's because it's part of sorry, it's part of we call it part of the template. Yes, on your Photoshop. Yes, you should have seen it there already. 9020 by 1080. That's something you can see it as a template on your yeah. I think I'm already getting into this quiz moment. I want to ask one more question. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, let me ask one more question. If okay, Damilola is asking a question. So which one is land? Let's first start with what is the landscape and what is portraits. Landscape is like a rectangle that has the vertical side is longer than the horizontal. That's landscape. When the vertical is longer than the horizontal, that's a landscape. And when the horizontal is longer than the vertical, is called portraits. Yes, that's portraits and landscape. I hope you get me. So let me ask my last question. I don't want to give you guys all the questions or all what might come out in your quiz. I don't want to I don't want to give everything out yet. But let me ask this question. If I want to save and I'm trying to see how I can coin this question so it won't be what I don't know yet. If I want to save a file that has a transparent background, yes. What file format will I use to save it? Yes. If I want to save a file that has a transparent background, what type of file, format will I use to save it? Yes. I'm waiting for, oh, mm, 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 mm. I see that people are very hot here. All right. I agree. You guys are ready for the quiz. You guys are You guys are ready for the quiz, Mr. Yes. So Anuluapo is saying Mr. Emmanuel taught us. All right, don't worry. The quiz. I now believe we have 80% of people that will pass the quiz now. Yeah, because yes, it's PNG here. It's PNG. PNG. You save it in PNG formats. You guys are blowing odds. Graphic designers already. Mm, Someone is saying we all want to pass. You all will pass, don't worry. You all are going to pass, and your questions will be hard. So some of your questions I've asked now. Yeah. Some people are even telling me the meaning of PNG already. So let's move on to today's class, please. So we want to I would say we want to just redesign. Let me see what we want to redesign again. Yes. We want to redesign like a restaurant flyer. Yes. We want to redesign a restaurant flyer, which we're going to do together here. Yeah. Which we're going to do together on this life. Yes. Don't worry. It's something that's easy. I I can assure you that it's not something that skip with. Yeah. Let me try to. I'm just trying to get the. Give me a minute, please. Let me get the. So, yeah, give me just 1 minute just to try to get a very simple design for us to simple design that we can work with. Yeah. So I uploaded one now. So a flyer size, yeah. Tumbi is asking. I think what is the size of an a flyer? Yes. What is the size of a flyer? What is the size of a flyer? A flyer that they are giving to you, maybe on your road when you are going out. someone gives you a flyer. So what is the size? What is the size? What is the size of a flyer? I'm waiting for our answers while we start. Okay. Guys are good. Yeah, thank you. A flyer, not social media. I'm not talking of a social media flyer now. I'm not talking of a social media flyer now. I'm talking of a printed flyer that is given to us on, yeah, what is the size? What is the normal professional size? Yes, let me put it like that, because some people are really changing it. What's the normal professional size? The normal professional size of a flyer. Praise is saying there is no fixed size. There is one size that people use for flyer. Yeah. So, oh my God, if so, it's A5, 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 A5. So it's A5. Yes, A5. So I know all of us know A4. All of us know what we call A4. When you divide A4 into 2, you get A5. When you divide A5 into 2, you have A6. Is A6 you use the people use for tracts, example tract. Some people use it for flyers now, yes. Some people use it for flyers at the moment, that they print their flyers on A6. But all of us know A4. If you divide A4 into 2, middle, when you divide it into 2, that's an A5. When you divide A5 into 2, that's when you get A6. So A5 is the normal standardized that we usually use. Yes, let me put a close to it, that we usually use. But now people are using A6 so as to save their papers, so as to save them from some other things. Costs, yes, save them from cost also. Yeah, because you print more on A6 than A5. So let me go into Photoshop and let's start something immediately, because our class has to move on time. Sorry. So trying to share my screen so we can just start our, yeah, thank you. Mm. So we want to design for a digital print flyer. Yeah, that will be printed. Yes, and the size you use for digital print is A5. So let's go into it. So we have an A5. We have a template already for A5. You have a template for A5. So we just create, and it brings us in here. I hope you can all see my screen. Yeah, let me just confirm using my, give me a minute, let me confirm using my, yes, someone is asking, am I using Photoshop? Yes, I'm using Photoshop to teach. Yeah, this is an A5 size. So someone is asking, what is the height and the width? So the width is 1748, while the height is 2480. Yes, the width is 1748, while the height is 2480. So the technical can take away my face so that my screen can be bigger, please. Okay, thank you. So this is the size. This is the size of an A5. So we are trying to see how we can replicate this now, because I can tell you that most of the things we've learned, apart from one or two things, is what you can bring together to get this flyer, to get this digital flyer done. Okay. Someone is saying I should zoom it a bit. Let me see if I can just. Yeah. Trying to see. If it's blurry, I think that will likely be your laptop or your will be your screen. Just increase your resolution when as you're watching it. Yes. So let's move on. Yeah, I don't think we have any other question. So what we want to do is we want to replicate this design. We want to replicate this same thing. We might have to find other logos to put. Or if somebody is here that's into um maybe it's into cooking, or someone is here that is a chef, that we can just help to design a logo that will look like this. It won't be bad actually. But let's move on. So the first thing is, if we look at it, we look at our background. The background is black. Yes, the background is black, and I want to close the eye of our prototype of what the design we are looking at. And I know we have been taught layers, and to create a new layer, it's by the bottom right. Yes, to create a new layer by the bottom right, which is this, to always create a new layer. Yeah, we've created a new layer, and this is a rectangular box. This is a rectangular box. And we said we can use different ways to create a background. Yes, we can use different ways to create a background. That's why I said um, graphic designing is easy, because there are different ways. Let's just look at it like we are going to the market. There are different ways you can get to the market. You can either get to the market by walking, or you can get to the market by taking bike, or you can get to the market by entering bus or by driving a car. So that's what I want us to also note, that you might look at someone's designing something, and you can look at it in another way and see somebody doing it another way. It does not mean that the other person is not correct or not, but this other person has found a better way, or an easier way. Let's put it like that. The other person has found an easier way of getting his own done easily than you. So I would I will just show you one or two ways you can just create something on our background. So first off, we can use the rectangular box in our toolbar here, the rectangular box. So don't mind the way my toolbar is looking. Yes, you can. So because the other ones are here, is the way I think Mr. Manuel have told us before, that the way people arrange their workspace is different. This is I like to hide some of my tools. Yeah. So you can use, now let me go straight. I clicked on the rectangular tool, sorry, and I changed my color to black. If you are, so I just want to know if you are following and if you understand. So yeah. So when I just click on one part and I drag my rectangular box, and my the place where I'm designing is already black already. Someone is saying I can't see it. What? Oh, you're saying we're not seeing the tool you are using. I'm using a rectangular tool. The rectangular tool is on your either Photoshop or your Photopia. is the same thing. Just to click on a rectangle and you open. Yeah, you can make use of Canva. You can make use of Canva. Zooming in. So I can't zoom in my toolbar. The only thing I can zoom in is my workspace where I'm working on, but my toolbar, my layers, I can't zoom in. So you have to work on the quality of the video you're using so that you can be able to see it. Yeah. So I can't zoom in on my tools, but I can zoom in on my workspace. Yeah. So we've tried to achieve the background. Let me open the picture we are trying to copy or follow the template actually. So this is it. And if we look at it a bit, if we look at the background a bit, because Mr. Manu has also told us that as a designer, you have to um, mm, look into details. Yes, you have to look into details, more details. Okay, I'm hearing that it's time for our attendance. So let me stop and let me stop while we go and mark our attendance. And when we come back, please, no distraction. We go into it straight up. Thank you. All right, welcome back. I hope we have all marked our attendance. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Hope you can all hear me. Welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, and hope we have marked our attendance. Yeah. No, no. Oh, um, um, technical team. Some people are saying they've not been able to mark their attendance. Please see to it. The attendance should be in the note description. It should be in the description button. But let's continue. Yeah, thank you. Let's just continue. It might be a technical issue, and should just let's continue with our own. And when the or the code again. When the attendance is ready, they will let us know. I'm trying to see if I can share my screen. Just give me a minute, please. Uh, 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 trying to see if I can share my screen. Yeah. Thank you. So okay, people are saying they can't mark the attendance, but don't worry. It will be opened soon. The attendance will be opened soon. Let's just continue with our own, and when it's opened, we when it's open, we will just mark it. I think that will be fine, so that it won't delay us and what we want to learn today. Okay, so thank you so much. So this is the flyer we want to just copy or duplicate, and the back, looking at the background, we have a black fill, and we have more like a white fill on it, because it's looking more like a white fill in the middle of it. Yes, these parts are more darker than this part. So how can we achieve it? We can say, okay, this is our color picker, where we pick our colors. Let me just go to white and pick a color closer to white. Yes, and use the brush tool. Yeah, the brush tool. Yes, picking the brush tool, create a new layer, because we all know that Photoshop works with layers. It's layers upon layers upon layers. So I create a new layer by coming down to the bottom right. Yeah, to click on this to create a new layer. And this is where I can pick the size of my brush tool. So if I want it to be soft, this is when I can pick it. Let me just make an example. If I want it to be soft, this is where I can pick it. And if I want it to be hard, this is where I can pick it. You see that this one is hard, and if I click on this soft, this one is soft. Yes. So let's forget about the link for now. Let's forget about the link for now, and let's concentrate on the class. Let's forget about the link for now and concentrate on the class. So I don't want us to miss a lot of part on it. So we work with the soft brush, and we increase our we increase the size of our brush. and I just click on it once. It's looking too much already, and what I did is I go to my opacity. Yes, my opacity, and I reduce my opacity. Yes, so that it looks more like it's white in the middle, while the black is also, yeah. So there are different ways you can achieve it. Yes, there are different ways you can seem to achieve it. You can say you want to use the gradients. You can say you want to use the gradient style. Yes, you can say you want to use the gradient style just to achieve it. Because I don't know if as Doctor I say Doctor as Mr. Manuel, yeah, he doctor as Mr. Manuel touched on the gradient style. I'm not sure. Let me see in the comment section. Has he touched on the gradient style? Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, Mr. Manuel has touched on the gradient style. So yeah. Yes. So you can use your gradient style. You can also use this one I also taught you. That's why I said there are different ways to achieve something. It's not about saying, okay, this is the only way I know. Somebody can go through another way. That's why I give the example of someone going to the market. That's why I give example of somebody going to the market, and there are different ways to get into the market. So that's one of the points. But just to if you don't know about the gradient style, so this one it's more easier. Just put a rectangle and just the click on the white brush, one dot on it, and reduce the opacity, and you'll be able to achieve something close to the background of what we have already. And the next thing I want to achieve, let me just start with the let me start with this part here. Let me expand it a bit. Yeah. So I want to achieve this orange box beneath. Yes, I'll just so we all know that when you click sorry, when we click on this our color tool, it it turns our cursor to like a color picker. Yes, it turns our cursor to a color picker. It turns our cursor to a color picker. So I want to pick this orange light color. Yes, I just wanted to pick that orange light color. So I just add that your attendance has been linked to the group chat, so you can actually move and mark your attendance, please, while I continue. So it turns your cursor to, when you click on the this color to by it turns it to a color it turns your cursor to a color picker. Yeah, so I picked this color, yeah, because I want to draw a box. Let me hide the eye of this one and draw the box here. Yes, yeah, the rectangular box. Yeah, so you can still see it. Yes, so gotten I just wanted to just achieve this lower part first. Yes, I want to achieve this lower part first while we move ahead. Yeah, thank you. So moving on to the next one is I want to achieve this part of the design. I want to achieve this part of the design. So one way I can use to achieve it is there are different ways you can use to achieve it. Yeah, there are different ways you can use to achieve it. But one way I can use to achieve it using our tools is also using a polygonal tool. I know you've taught us polygonal lasso too, but a polygonal tool is if you click on this rectangular box, yes, if you click on the rectangular box, you will see rectangle tool, you will see rounded rectangle tool, you will see ellipse tool, you will see polygon tool, you will see line tool, you will see custom shape tool. So this is the tool we want to use. Yes, I've clicked on that tool. Yeah. So let me let me just show us something with this tool. When you click on this polygon tool, immediately you click on this polygon tool, up here it shows you the number of sides you want in your polygon tool. It shows you the number of sides you want in your polygon tool. So if I say 3, let me show you an example of 3 sides. 3 sides is a triangle. So it will draw a triangle for you. It will draw a triangle for you. If you change it to 4 sides, it will draw a rectangle for you. So if you pick 5 sides, it will draw a polygon for you. So that's why it's a polygon tool. So depending on the size you pick, that's what we make. That's what it will. If you pick 6, it will show you an hexagon size. I hope we understand. If we pick 7, we show you an heptagon. If you pick 8, octagon side. So I know some of us, maybe not every one of us will have done something called polygon in our schools. So um that's this is where you apply your polygon tool that you learned in maybe primary school or secondary school. I don't know. But now, so majorly want to achieve this part. Yes, I want to achieve this part. And I want us to know that anything we are drawing, it's anything that shows inside this interface. Yes, anything that shows on this place, that's what we show on our design. Anything out of here won't show on our design. We all know that by now. Anything out of this rectangle won't come up on our design. So let me go ahead. It seems people are still not people. I hope we are following and not concentrating on attendance. So just trying to I'm just trying to expand the box. So trying to achieve this part of the design, still letting us know, trying to achieve this part of the design. So let me just shift it a bit up. Yeah, let me shift it a bit up. And Mr. Manuel has taught us how to duplicate a layer. We can duplicate. I want to duplicate this layer again. So you can right click on it. You can right click on that layer and duplicate it, or you say Control J, or if you are using a MacBook, you use Command J. So I just want to right click on it and duplicate. So looking at it, yes, duplicated layer. So now I want to change. I will just I will change the color of the duplicated layer because I don't want it to just be. I don't want it to just look like the first one. Yes, I hope you're all getting me. Yes, just don't want it to look like the first one. So I will just right click on it, blending options. I've changed it to white color and I shift it a bit up. Yeah. So if you look at this part, you see that there is an orange while the picture is inside one polygonal tool. So that's why to achieve the orange beneath, that's why I duplicated it and have another one while I want to put my picture into this one. So please, when you say you don't understand, let us know where you don't understand from. You don't say we should rewind. Do you mean I should rewind from the beginning or I should rewind from where? So when you say you don't understand, let me know where you don't understand from so that I can be able to come again. So I duplicated this layer and I changed this one's color. Yeah, so that if you Mr. Manuel has told us that we should pay close attention. While paying close attention to it, this one has first a orange background, while this is another polygonal tool, which what we'll call it again. This is another polygonal tool, which the image is put inside. Yes, which the image is put inside on my Photoshop. You you will always see the polygonal tool. Just go to your rectangular tool and right click on it. When you go to your rectangular tool and right click, someone is saying you can't see the polygonal tool. Um, who said it? Who said it again? I'm trying to see. Someone said you can't see the polygonal tool. Okay, that's Abimbola. So you go to your rectangular tool, you right click on it. It will show you rectangle tool, rounded rectangle tool, ellipse tool, and polygon tool. Sorry, polygon tool. While you click on it, and you'll be able to. When you click on it, you go to the upper part. You click the number of sides you want it to have. I picked 6 so that I can have like a V shape beneath. Pick 6 so I can have like a V shape beneath. That's what I did. So someone is asking, I don't understand how I duplicated it. So how I duplicated the picture, I said they have taught us how to duplicate is either you press Ctrl J on your laptop, shortcuts, Ctrl J on your Windows. If it's MacBook, Command J, and you can right click on it and duplicate layer. You can right click on it and duplicate layer, and it will tell you that it wants to duplicate another layer. You said okay, and it has duplicated another layer for me. So that is the part of duplicating layer. That's the part of duplicating layer. And how I can change the color. Yes, how I can change the color. Let me just take this one out first. This is one. How I can change the color is very simple. I can come here and say I want to change it. Upper part. I say I want to change it to white. I say I want to change it to green. I say I want to change it to lemon, depending on how I want to change the color. So it's still the same way. So I hope we all understand now while I move on. Thank you. So I duplicated it to change the um color to white so that you can differentiate between the first polygon and the other one I duplicated into. Yes. And now the next thing we need to do is to put our picture. Yes, to put the picture of the food. So I think I would have to go look for a picture. Yes, let me just go look for one picture to use. Let me go. Let me. We know how to search for tools, or what we call it again. We can search for pictures on Pixel on pixel.com, and we get free free stock pictures. You get free stock pictures to use in our designs. So I'm trying to look for a picture we can use to. Yeah, I've gotten one. Let me just bring it in. Yeah. So I know Mr. Manuel has taught us how to bring in pictures. Either we copy and paste it into Photoshop, or we import it into Photoshop. I know yeah, Pinterest too. You can get picture. Yeah. So I had to just look for this one. I don't know if it's the best type of food or not. I just had to go bring one picture in. And notice I put it over the layer, over this white polygon, not over the orange one, because it's the white one we want to clip in the picture into. Is the white one we want to clip in the picture into. So how can I now clip this my food picture into this box now? I open the eye of the food. So if you look at look at my cursor, see where I'm moving it to the right hand part. So you see like a 3 line by the top of the layers. Yes, this is where my cursor is. I hope you can see where my cursor is. Yeah, this is where my cursor is. You move it to the right hand side, you see like 3 arrows. Make sure your layer is on the what you want to power clip. So you click on that one and you create clipping marks. Yes, you create clipping marks. So we create clipping marks on it, and when you just click on it, oh sorry, I think it's not showing. Yes, that part is not showing. Yeah, yeah, that part is not showing, so I have to share my full screen. Apologies for that. The part where I'm to do the clipping marks is not showing, so I have to let me try to share my full screen, please. Apologies for that, please. Okay, so yes, I think you can now see my full screen now. You can now see my full screen now. So I brought in the what we want to power clip, the image we want to power clip, and note it's on top of, sorry, just trying to, so note is on top of this um polygon tool, on top of where I want to clip marks it. Yes, note is on top of where I want to clip marks it. So come here, just this area on top of your layers, you see like 3 lines. Yes, 3 lines. You click on it and you see something called create clipping marks. You see something called create clipping marks. So you click on create clipping marks and it clips the image into where you want it to clip it into. I will repeat myself again. I know this part is more technical. Or let me see it like this. Okay. Um so let me do it in a small space before I bring it into that part now. Let me first give an example. Let's say this is a rectangle. Yes, let's say this is a rectangle and I want to put a picture into this rectangle. This is a rectangle and I want to put a picture into this rectangle. Which picture can I look for and just put into this rectangle? Let me pick this one. Okay, let me just pick this. I hope the way I'm taking food pictures, some people will not be hungry. So I want to let me bring in my picture. Yes, this is the picture. I reduce the size now. I want to put this picture into this rectangle. What I have to do is this picture must be above the rectangle in my layer panel. The picture must be above the rectangle in my layer panel. So look at it. This is the picture of the food and this is my rectangle. So I would just have to bring it on it. I bring it on it now and I come to this part. On top of my layer panel, I go up to the parts where we have 3 lines. I click on it, and I'll, out of all my options, I will see create clipping marks. Clipping marks is putting, if I come out in your quiz, clipping marks is like putting a picture into into another object. You can clip marks a picture into text. You can clip marks picture into shapes. So clip marking a picture into this one now will be, I just click on this and it takes the shape, of the rectangle. So in this part, you will see that it has, in the layer panel, you see that it has like an arrow down. Yes, has an arrow down, showing that this picture is clip marked into the rectangle, is clip marked into the shape. I hope you understand that part. So that's what I did in this part. That's what was done on this design, that you can see that the I think the turkey and the tomatoes, I don't know what food is that, takes the shape. Yes, takes the shape of the um the polygonal tool. So that's why I brought in this food, and the food is above my polygon tool. The food is above my polygon tool, and I just come up here and I create clipping marks, and it clip marks the food into it. So I might say, okay, I want to expand the picture. I want to expand the picture of the food. Yes. Yes. And I say I want to expand it or reduce it. Anyone you want. Then mark it. I hope we understand that part. Okay. Abimbola Salami, you said you can't find a polygon tool. What application are you using, please? So, sorry if I murder your name, but in night, please, which part are you not understanding? Let me know. Okay, Abimbola, you are using Photoshop. So, if you can find the rectangle tool, right click on it. Does it show this part? If it shows this part, let me know. I think everybody understands now. Every other person understands. Okay, yeah. I think it's only Abimbola that is. Someone is saying the sound, there is no sound. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me, oh, please. Let me know if you can hear me very well. Okay. So, Abimbola, if you can't find it in this rectangular tool, just click on these 3 dots down, right click on it. You have some other tools there. Your Photoshop might be updated one. So you just click on the 3 dots. You will see the polygon tool. So please, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Our time is going. And yes. Yeah. So we've tried to achieve putting the food into the shape. Yes, we've tried to achieve putting the food into the shape. So after that, we now move on to, we want to achieve this white. Yeah, let me expand it a bit. So we want to achieve this white border also. We want to achieve this white border. Yeah. So we want to achieve that. So let me hide this. So one of the polygon tool that I have duplicated, I bring it up. Yes, I bring it to the top because we all know that any layer that is under, any layer on top will supersede any layer under. Yes, any layer on top will surely supersede any layer that is under it. So I bring, because I want, because according to our design here, this white layer is on top of it. So let me just, so this is the another polygonal also too. Yes, that's, yes, this is it. So what we want to do is we want to achieve those white lines on it. Yeah, we want to achieve the white line on it. So we click on our polygon tool again. When you click on your polygon tool again, it brings out the fill and stroke. Now what you are going to do is you click on your, because the color of it is green, like mint green. So you click on the fill and you click on no color. No color is the first box when you click on fill. When you click on no color, the the polygon is there, but it has no color. The polygon is there, but it has no color. So you click, you see stroke beside it. Stroke. So you pick, you either use your color picker, or if it has been, if you have used one of the colors before, you just pick the color. But let me just assume the colors are not part of this place. You click on this one. Yes, you click on this color picker and you go to the part that is white. So it has put a stroke of white on it, but we can't see it very well. But okay, I think you can see it now. It has put a little stroke of white on it. But what we can do is it's showing us that we have, so now this is the size. This is the size of that stroke. 2 pixels. That is the size of that stroke. So that is the size of the stroke. Someone is saying is finding it messy. You're finding it hard to change the color. When you want to change the color, first click on the polygon tool on your tools panel. Click on it and go up. You will see how you can change it. Click on tools and go up and you see. So now I want to change the stroke. I want I'm not changing the stroke. I want to change the size of the stroke. I want to increase the size. So I just I slide in, continue sliding so I can see if I can achieve something close to, and so that means I have used like 21 pixels. Yes, from 2 pixels before of the stroke, I increased it to 21 pixels. That's how I'm able to achieve this. That's how I'm able to achieve this. And I press OK. So I want to move it a bit down. I move it. I move it a bit down. So let's look at what we are. Let's look at the design we are copying it from. So yes, something like that. So just move it a bit down. You see that we are actually trying to achieve. You can make it more smaller. or you make it more bigger, depend on how you feel. Me, I made mine more thicker. I made my stroke more thicker. So I hope you understand. Okay, someone say, can I do it again? So let me now the stroke part. Let me show us how I achieve the stroke part. Let me do it in a small space before I go on to that space now. So example, this is my polygon tool. I clicked on it. I have 6 shapes. So I want to change the color to let me change the color to um orange here. So this is it. Yes, immediately I draw it, it shows you, it fills the color with the orange color. Yes, it fills the shape with an orange color. But I don't want it to fill it. I just want it to be a stroke. What can I do? I come to the fill part, which is here. I click on it and I say no color. So if you look at it now, it's showing lines but no color. So I come to stroke. Stroke is beside fill. I click on stroke and I click on, let me use this light green. I click on the light green, but you can't see it because, let me expand it for you to see. You can't see it, it's very tiny because the size is 2 pixels. So you can now adjust it by yourself or reduce it. Adjust the size of your stroke or reduce it. That's what I did. That's what I did over here. We have our polygon tool here, and sorry. We have our polygon tool here, which it was like this before, and I had to remove no color, come to shapes, come to stroke, and select the size of stroke I want to use, and I use white stroke. So that means there's a polygon here, but it's only the stroke I made active. Why I don't feel it, I don't feel inside it with color. That's why it's transparent, but you can only see the stroke. I think we understand that part. After that, I want to achieve this rectangle above it. Yes. So majorly in this class, we have been playing with shapes all the while. From the beginning, we have been playing with shapes, major shapes. Yes. So it's the combination, bringing together of shapes that made these flyers. That's why we picked on it. So I want to achieve another rectangle. So let me show you what I want to achieve before you say you don't understand. So the next part I want to achieve is this rectangle too. Yes, this rectangle. Yeah. So I just go to create new layer. Let me close the eye of this one. Create new layer. Come to my rectangle tool here. Click on my rectangle tool, and I draw my rectangle. And yes, that is it. We've achieved it. And so the next part is another rectangle, which is this one where they wrote delicious food flyer template and your logo. So that is another rectangle which is black in color. So I just come to my rectangle tool again, create new layer. So don't jam pack all those layers together. When you want to create a new thing on each when you want to create new things, create new layers so that you can be able to separate everything from each other. So you can be able to separate everything from each other. So what I will do is this design. Okay, let me first explain this now. So I created a rectangle tool. Creating a rectangle tool, it automatically feed it with orange, which is there. So I have to change it. I click on the fill and I click on the color I want to change it to, and I press OK. And you can see it has changed. I hope you understand. So someone is saying, Messi is saying Photoshop 2023, the bar showing fill in yours is not in mine. It's surely in yours. Yes, it's in yours though. You have to check out for it. It's there. Yeah. Look at the upper part or you look at the right hand side. You will surely see it. Yeah. Oh my god. The time is, yes, you can also go, you can always go back and check how I've said it. You can also go back and check. Time has gone. Our time has gone. Our time has gone, and we have not done a lot in this aspect. So majorly, the next thing we just need to do now is just put another. How many sides does this polygon has? It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have another 6 side polygon that we are going to put in here. Put another circle. Put another rounded rectangle, another circle, circles, rounded rectangle, and write our details. So looking at it now, bringing together of shapes of rectangles, hexagon, polygons, yes, polygons, circle, rectangle was what we used to achieve a restaurant flyer, a flyer that you can use for a restaurant. So you see that um creativity is just in the little things, little things that we have learned. Creativity is just in the little things that we have learned. So is is what you have learned now, you can use it to create lot of things, from the shape tools, from the polygonal lasso tool, from everything. It's just to see how you can apply all those things. And one of the ways you can is just to look at designs. Mr. Manuel have told us that you look at people's design and see that I can be able to replicate it. I knew one lady that replicated my design is my superpower, I think. She replicated it and did it, and she replicated it very well. So just look at it, and from the little things you have learned, you just use to create your own, and by that you um get better and better by the day. So yes, the class was a lot, but it has to come to an end. All of us don't want it to end, but yes, it's 9 o'clock already, and my ogas will soon send me packing of this place. But I hope we've gotten one or two things from this class. And I don't mind. I will be expecting if you can also recreated what I've created. And if you can do more than that to finish that design, I won't mind. Yes. If you can do more than that to finish the design, I won't mind. You can do it and just send it the way you have been sending your assignments. I'll be waiting to see some of the designs you guys will do during this weekend, and I know it will be top notch. Once again, don't forget, your quiz is coming up towards the end of this month. Yes, your quiz is coming up towards the end of this month, and those that are saying they don't understand, you can watch this video. This video is okay. Someone is saying, can I send the image? I'll send it to your community admin, and I'll also put it on your learning platform. Yes, I'll send it to your community admin, and I'll put it on your learning platform where you can also download it if you have access to your learning platform already. But if you don't have access, your community admin will send it to you. That's fine. And you can also just you can watch and watch and continue watching it to understand it. It's not, you don't expect to understand it once that you have been taught. You have to keep watching and keep practicing, as Mr. Manuel has always said. Keep watching, keep practicing, and by the end of the class, you'll see that you've learned a lot. So thank you so much for today's class. I think we don't have any questions again. See you guys next week, Monday, by God's grace. Thank you so much. Meet you next week. Bye. Have a wonderful week.